How do I stay in shape while traveling all over Southeast Asia? Do I go to the gym or do I just give up eating altogether? This question gets asked of me all the time. So today I want to talk about my diet quickly. Then I want to go over 5 exercises that I do that keep me in shape, that require no gym, no equipment, and I can do them while I'm traveling all over Asia. Now, real quick, the eating part. I do live on the stronger side of a keto diet where I don't eat any sugar. And that does include a lot of oils, which are just things that are just not naturally healthy for us to be eating. But for now, let's focus more on the workout side. And let's explore the 5 exercises that I do while I travel abroad, which again, don't require any equipment, they don't require any gyms, and I can do them literally anywhere. And honestly, it takes very little effort at all. Either way, let's get on to the actual workouts themselves. Jump roping. So the first one is jump roping. All you guys waiting to hear my recommendations on a good jump rope, or you're looking online to go find one, or wondering if the jump rope you have is even the right one, don't worry. I do the jump roping as if I had a jump rope, doing all the motions and everything. And what does a rope really help you with past getting the coordination from your jumping from your hands to your feet, and also getting kind of a wrist and back workout? With me personally, it's just about the calorie. I'm doing all this stuff to burn calories, right? So you are still getting in the motions. You're still kind of getting the coordination that you'd have as long as you're timing it. You're not just flipping around like a dork. And you're actually kind of keeping your hands with your feet when you jump. And most of all, you're burning calories as if you had a rope. So I started doing a lot of research on YouTube, Reddit, WebMD, some fitness people you see on YouTube. Like I put comments down there. And I've even asked people at gyms that I've been to in different parts of the world. And none of them could give me a real good answer past you should have a jump rope for your coordination. But none of these resources online said you would not lose weight. And your calorie count still pretty much follows the same calculator count that you would see on an internet website when you're searching time versus skips. So ideally, you're burning the calories as if you had a jump rope, but you're not using a jump rope. Now, there is a catch to this. If you're jumping you're just doing this, you're probably not going to get the same burn because you're not moving your arms. You're not really focusing that kind of mental coordination. Honestly, that would just be really weird if you're at the gym just like this, jumping. Like, don't do that. That'd be weird. But I will tell you just a funny story. So I'm out here in Rayon, and I've been going to a Muay Thai gym for the last 2 weeks. So when I first got there, they pretty much the first day, you're just doing push-ups and you're doing sit-ups, and they're doing like core workouts, like planking and stuff like that. And one of the workouts is jump roping. They want to make sure you know how to jump rope. Doing my jump roping without a jump rope, I've been practicing the Mayweather skip, and I've been practicing the Mike Tyson skips, which are just different ways that you pretty much move your feet and your hands when it comes to jump rope. And I started doing them at this Muay Thai gym a couple weeks ago. First time ever doing these with an actual jump rope, and I got it immediately. It's like I've been doing it forever. So there is a coordination that happens as long as you're kind of focusing. Again, don't just do this. Actually put the motions in as if you had a jump rope. And in regards to calories, if you can manage 120 skips per minute, which isn't really a lot, especially once you start getting into the motion of doing a jump rope, it's not a really fast speed. You will be burning between 500 to 800 calories in 30 to 40 minutes. Again, this depends on your weight, your height, and stuff like that. One of the coolest things is you don't have to worry about the rope swinging. So you could do it in a small room. You could do it in your bathroom if you're in a dormitory. You don't have to worry about the rope. You don't have to worry about the smashing on the floor. None of that. The classic push-up. So the push-up exercise covers your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. It is also an amazing way to keep your upper body strength visually and physically. I strongly recommend doing 100 push-ups a day. Break it up however you want, 20 at a time, 25 at a time, 50 and 50, or just go ham and do 100 straight. Whatever the case is, get 100 a day done. That should be your minimum goal no matter what. And for me, this is the only workout that I'm going to talk about today that I require myself to do every day no matter what. And if I do miss a day, then what I end up doing is taking those push-ups I missed, being all 100, or maybe I only did 50 that day, moving them to the next day, adding 25 extra push-ups to it is like a penalty, and then the next day's push-ups. So if I miss today's push-ups, tomorrow I'm doing 225. And if I miss that day, the next day's 350, so on and so on. I do not let push-ups escape me. After a while, you start doing the push-ups, you get up to 75 to 80%, and you just start doing way more than 100. Personally, for me, I can do between 75 to 80 push-ups per set without stopping, no slowdown. When I hit 85, I'm kind of like, okay, this should be enough. And really, like the jump rope we just talked about, push-ups, you can do them anywhere. And I'm going to tell you, when you do push-ups in public, randomly, people tend to look at you kind of crazy. Or they just kind of like, what's this guy doing, right? Once you get past 50, they start stopping. You're like, damn, this guy's moving. So this particular day, I ended up doing 117. I broke my best. And it was crazy because there's a bunch of like older people they're walking through the track. And when I got up, people were clapping because I think people were actually counting how many I was doing. But I did 117 push-ups in one set. I broke my personal best. I did all my day's push-ups in one set, plus a few extra more. This is one of those exercises I truly feel that everybody should be doing every day. Sit-ups. Now with sit-ups, people typically do like crunches or they just do like normal sit-ups. I really am not a fan of those. I feel the floor itself kind of hurts my back. I don't have yoga mats on me. And this whole video is about doing workouts without equipment, right? So ideally, I don't want to do them on the floor. Floors suck. I'm sorry, PewDiePie. Typically what I'll do is I'll find like an edge of like a desk, a bunk bed, the bed itself, a chair, really anything that has a corner to it. And with this, you just put yourself at the edge of the chair or whatever this corner is, and you just put your hands at the edge of it and you just start doing crunches. This is an amazing workout for your actual core, your stomach, and it burns the hell out of my upper legs. So if this is your first time doing it, I would say test it out. Do like 2 sets of 30. For that day and just leave it at. I know you're gonna do it and be like, that was easy, David. I don't even feel anything. Trust me, when you wake up the next day, you're gonna be like, what the hell is going on down there? Planking. This next one, planking, is kind of a newer one that I've recently started. Now, I don't typically do this one a lot. It started with a good friend of mine, Bop, where we kind of competed with each other on who could actually plank longer. Pretty much all I do is I get in a plank position and I just hold it for 5 minutes, and I do that every couple days. And that's it. Like, I don't put a lot of effort into this one itself. This is probably one of my laziest workouts that I do, but it does take a lot of energy out of you. And once you get to that 5-minute mark, everything starts shaking. Even my legs are starting to hurt. It's a crazy cool workout. When I first started planking, I couldn't even hold 30 seconds. So I was doing intervals of 30 to 60 seconds to add up to the 5 minutes. And once I got it built up, now I'm at a point where I can do 5 minutes at a time. It's an amazing workout to do. Legs. Now with the legs, I don't typically do one single exercise. I do it in 2 or 3 different types. So the first one I do are just calf raises. Very simple. Anytime I'm just standing somewhere bored, I do them. Typically, if I'm at an office, if I'm at a bus station, or if I'm waiting for a taxi, I'll typically do calf raises. I try to get in like 40 to 60 per set. Now, normally once a month, I do try to go for the all-out squats, where I'll do 4 to 6 sets of usually between 10 to 15 per set. And I'll even mix up the squats with doing Mike Tyson uppercut squats. Pretty much squat when you come up, you punch, go down, come up, punch. And you just do your 10 to 15 doing that. It gives you a good little workout back here, gets you a little more heart rate going on. I don't know, it makes squats not as boring, I guess. And there you have it. These are my 5 workouts that I do while I travel abroad that keep me in shape, require no equipment, require no gym, no memberships, no commitments, just need stuff around me that you would probably find in any hotel room. And again, the push-ups are the most important ones for me. I do 100 push-ups at minimum every day. And I strongly suggest to you too, if you're watching this video and you're worried about your health, or if you want to get in shape, it is one of the most impactful things you can do for your workout. Keeps you in shape. It is hella good for your mind. And with everything else that we talked about today, coming to jump ropes, the planking, the squats, I typically kind of break them out over the month. So for example, jump roping, I'll do 2 to 3 times a week. And planking, I usually just do once a week. When it comes to my squats and doing any of the calf stuff, I typically only do it once a month. And when I do it, I just go crazy on it. And I'm usually not walking for the next 2 days. And in all, I'm in great shape. I feel great mentally and physically. My clothes fit so much better. I can literally buy Asian people clothes. I know that sounds weird or racist or something like that, but I could buy a medium or large Vietnamese or Thai shirt and it fits perfectly fine. When I first moved to Asia, I wasn't able to do that. And I was spending double the money to get a shirt that was an extra large, which the equivalent in America is like an extra large. And plus, when I go to gyms, when I finally get the time, I feel and I see the strength increases that I've got over time. And it takes almost nothing to do this stuff. Now, stepping back to my diet that I talked about at the beginning of this video, I am on a keto style diet. I don't really eat any sugars at all. This includes bread, noodles, and rice, which is hell in Asia. It is possible. And I've also reduced the hell out of my coffee intake, and I don't do sodas no more. And really all I drink anymore is just water from a bottle. Try to avoid plastics, get them out of glass, and I do sparkling water. And sparkling water, I remember the first time I had it, it was just like, what is this crap? Like, it was horrible. Like, I thought it was horrible, but you really do get used to it. And it's honestly better for you. Something I learned from Dr. Berg is drinking sparkling water helps oxygen get into your blood because the water is oxidized or whatever that term is. So it has a few extra benefits, and at the end of the day, it's just water, but it's still healthier than drinking soda or even a beer. And speaking of beer, it's been 4 months since I've quit drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes. And I gotta say, that's probably one of the biggest factors of my health improvement. And not just health in general, but like my weight, my calorie intake. You really can't work out a bad diet. So when I would drink and then I'd work out, it really didn't balance itself out. Because I noticed as soon as I quit drinking, the weight, the fat just fell off of me. It was ridiculous. It is crazy to me how one single beer can have the same calorie count as like a healthy meal. But either way, my diet, it consists of about 80% keto and 20% of just whatever I want, really. Because there are those times where I don't eat healthy when I'm out with friends or yada yada yada. It's not alcohol, it's not smoky, but it's more just like eating rice or noodles, which is a really hard thing to avoid in Asia when you're hanging out with your Asian friends. Those days I typically do more push-ups or more jump roping or something like that. And it all works out. So give these workouts a try, even if you're not traveling. I've personally never felt better, and I look so much younger than I did 6 years ago. Like seriously, check out my older videos from like 3 years ago. I looked like 6-7 years older, and my skin, it just looked like crap. Is that the right word, crap? I just looked so unhealthy, and I just had that fat face kind of thing, and I looked much older back then, but not anymore. And best of all, I'm not carrying around a bunch of equipment. I'm not worried about where's the gym. I got to get my workout in today. I got to get my fix. And I'm not paying membership fees. I'm not being committed to one single spot. So either way, guys, I'm going to head out of here. We're out here in Rayong, Thailand. I got so much exploring and walking around to do today, guys. If you do want to follow along on my Thailand adventure, check out the Thailand playlist up here, wherever it might be. And if you're just not into Thailand, you prefer Malaysia, check out my Malaysia playlist. We were just out there last month. We saw a bunch of stuff, and I just posted a more personal video about me going to the Jewish cemetery and kind of letting you guys know a little more about who I am. I hope this video helped you out on how to stay fit while you're traveling, or if you just want some basic health advice. But till then, I will see you again.